More than 30 years ago, Harold Heikkinen of Atlantic Mine was thumbing through his cousin's World War II photo album during a visit to Flint.
He says he never expected to see it again. That is until it showed up at his house this past summer, 2 decades after his cousin passed away. Tonight, Harold is sharing those pictures with the public and tells us about his plans for the photos in the future.
I thought he was quite a guy.
Harold Heikkinen of Atlantic Mine is talking about his cousin, Eno Mackey. The World War II veteran passed away in Flint, Michigan some 20 years ago, but his memory is living on thanks to a photo album returned to Heikkinen this past summer. Friends of Mackey discovered the album and made it their mission to return it to his closest living relative. That's when they tracked down his cousin Harold in Atlantic Mine.
And it kind of surprised me, and I said, yep, that's sure Eno in there, this one right here, because he had that certain smile on his face that I was always there, you know, going through this type of ordeal, and still with a smile on his face.
The album contains a treasure trove of photos from Mackey's war experience.
Well, these are 2 Army buddies right here, Eno Mackey and Ilmar Carbonen. They're both from Atlantic Mine, Michigan here. And they've been buddies practically all their life. They went into service together and came out alive together.
But it wasn't all smiles. The album also captures the horrors of war, including the liberation of a Nazi concentration camp.
April 29, 1945, and I have to agree with this date because I looked it up on the internet, and that is the day that the American troops liberated Dachau.
And Eno was there.
Eno was there, and he took the pictures.
Heikkinen has decided to donate the pictures to the National Army Museum being built in Virginia, not only to tell his cousin's story, but also to preserve history for future generations.
There's a lot of them that are sitting in high school right now that don't even know there was a First and Second World War. Well,
war is never far from the mind of Harold Heikkinen. The 78-year-old who served during the Cold War is among 4 generations of his family who served in the military. Many, including his father, who was a POW, are buried in the Atlantic Mine Cemetery. It's a sacrifice Harold, and he hopes others, will never forget. Now, if you would like to see more of Harold's photos, you can visit our website, uppermichigansource.com.
It's really amazing that made it back to him.
He's taken very good care of those photos, and they mean a great deal to him, too.
I can tell.